Who's got the best part of this deal? Steven Gerrard or Aston Villa?
I don't know. I might have to sit on the fence. I'm not sure. I mean, I think it's actually a good deal for both. Maybe I'd say Steven Gerrard. I'd actually say Steven Gerrard in some ways. You know, it's his first job in the Premier League, and when you go into the Premier League for your first time as a manager, to get a job as big as Villa, I think is fantastic for Stevie. It really is. You know, gives him a real opportunity to push for European places. No manager is ever going to get one of the real plum jobs. I think just on the back of what Stevie's done at Rangers in the Premier League now, it's a league where every manager in the world wants to manage. So to get a club as big as Aston Villa, who I think is one of the biggest clubs in this country, and I class as a top 10 club at least, that's where Aston Villa should be aiming to be minimum. I'd actually say it's possibly Stevie, really, in some ways, because as I said, Aston Villa could have maybe got other managers as well with maybe different records, maybe not the profile of Steven Gerrard, but no, I think it's a great job for Steve, and I mentioned that on Sunday when this speculation started.
Yeah, it is. It is clearly a great job. So that said, then, Jamie, how difficult a decision would it have been for him to leave Rangers?
It would have been because of the timing. I really do believe that. I think Stevie would love to have added another league title and done a 4 years there, and he could win the title twice, in a great position to do that. It's not a given. Obviously, there's still the second half of the season, but I think to come away from Rangers having 2 titles, and also then going into that next job, which everyone felt was always going to be the Premier League, with the pre-season in front of you, I think is always ideal for a manager. So I think that's where it may have torn Stevie, the fact that it's halfway through a season, he's straight into it with Aston Villa. But in terms of going from the SPL to the Premier League, I just don't think it's a decision, and that's just unfortunate for Celtic and Rangers, 2 of the biggest clubs. Anyway, they really are. I mean, I'm not going to be disrespectful to either of those clubs. They're absolute giants. But it's not how big Villa is compared to Rangers. It's how big the Premier League is compared to the Scottish Premier League, and it's night and day. And any player who gets the opportunity, whether he's playing for Celtic or Rangers or a manager, to move to the Premier League, everyone will make that move. And we saw that a few years ago with Brendan Rodgers leaving Celtic to Leicester as well. It's just a problem for those 2, fantastic clubs. But when a Premier League club comes for you, certainly one as big as Aston Villa, I think it's a no-brainer.